So Zambia's future has been mortgaged by President Lungu. Now, in as much as it might seem like Zambia is taking up ownership of its mines, it's not. All this means debts and debts and debts. So Zambia, as you know, it's in debt, and taking up this debt from Glencore company doesn't mean we're taking ownership of our mines. Instead, we're actually adding liabilities to more liabilities, which is not good for the economy in the future or for the economy as at now. But this came up obviously when President Lungu decided to go to the copper belt. Now, after realizing and finding that he's lost popularity on the copper belt, well, this means bad for him for these coming elections. President Lungu thought it is wise to actually take up this state in order for or to reassure miners that they will not lose their jobs or they will be in employment when he's ushered back into office. But that's not the case. Well, let's just remember 5 years ago when he was ushered into office, he actually promised the miners on the copper belt that no jobs will be lost. What happened actually when he was ushered into office, a lot of miners were out of employment, and people on the copper belt, even as at now, are suffering. Now, I'm going to talk about when you went to the copper belt, specifically from when you went to Mufulira, what transpired and why that has actually triggered this government to take up this state. So when you went to Mufulira, I come from Mufulira, and Mufulira is one of the poorest towns in Zambia, in as much as it contributes a large proportion of, exports. Zambia's largest export, which is copper, it still remains and is up to today one of the poorest towns in Zambia. And a lot of miners, a lot of people on the copper belt in Mufulira are actually suffering. So most of the people, when he went to Mufulira, most of the people decided not to go to meet him up, or let me just say to his rallies or to his campaign, because miners are upset with him. And obviously, we all know that for Lungu to win these general elections, he has to have the support of the copper belt, which he does not have at the moment. So him taking up this state is not for the best interest of Zambia, it's for his own political interest, for his own political gains, for this short while, for this period, for August as we go to vote. That's the main reason. So it might seem like Zambia is taking up ownership. No, it's not. All Zambia is doing is adding more dates and digging a hole in which in the future we're going to be buried as a nation. So my fellow youths, I hope you're gonna watch this video till the end and actually know what is actually happening to our country. My name is Beverly Kunda, and I talk about everything relating to relationships, politics, lifestyle, everything. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification button so you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. After President Lungu and his government realized that they actually need copper belts to actually win the general elections, they've decided to take up this state in order for them to actually get back the popularity. Hopefully get back the popularity. But I'm telling you, and I'm asking my fellow youths to actually go out there and research and find out what's happening to our country, because in as much as we are kept in the dark, and in as much as they're telling us to say this is good for Zambia, come 10-17 years from now, because that's how long it's going to take us to repair this state, Zambia's economy is going to be worse off than it is now. Zambia is worse now, but it's gonna get more worse and more worse, and the economy recovery won't be anytime soon. So this is the main reason why this debt has taken up. But the funniest thing is, we think we're taking ownership, but all what we've done, or what Glencore company has done, is to offload its debt on us. After mining in our country and after having all this debt, what we've done as a country is debt relief on Glencore company. So Glencore company has offloaded this debt on us again for us to actually take up this debt and start repaying it. So guys, my question is, how are we going to manage to pay back this debt that we've taken up if we at the moment cannot pay back the debts that we already owe? You understand? So what we've done, or our answer to debts, is to take up more debts, to dig more holes in debts. So Zambia is in crisis, and all this government is doing is putting it more in crisis for its own political interests. Nothing to do with the bettering our economy, nothing to do with, you know, the best interest of our Zambia. Like for example, fine, it takes up these debts in order for miners to gain employment. How is it going to pay back miners? What happens if copper prices go up, copper prices go down? Obviously, if they go up, it means good for Glencore company. But what happens if copper prices go down? Because obviously with this COVID, we don't know what's going to happen with the economy. You understand? So it is a bad idea taking up debts when we can't afford to pay back debts. IMF, for example, we are just making sure that IMF doesn't help us with the debt relief. Because how are we gonna convince IMF to take up our debt relief if at all we just keep on digging up more holes for our nation? You understand? So we're failing to pay teachers. The civil servants in Zambia are failing to get paid. And you're saying, oh, let's take up more debt so that we employ miners, or we give miners jobs that obviously they will go for work and they won't get employed. Oh, sorry, they won't get paid. So it doesn't make sense. So for a short period of time, all this government wants is to get back the popularity on the copper belt so that they continue ruining our nation for the next 5 years. So miners, please be aware that this debt does not mean well for Zambia. So I hope this video has enlightened my fellow youths, and I hope it can reach people out there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.